The amount of people that have come out for today's show is beautiful. I want to thank Kathy Cunningham and Team Shamrock. Who's here for Team Shamrock today? So, what you might not know, Kathy is a board member, but Kathy also lost her brother, Donnie Robinson, on 9/11. And the way that she has made sure that his legacy lives on, she created this unbelievable following that has so many people that joined her to make sure that they don't forget the sacrifice that her brother made on 9/11. And Kathy, you've done so much. You've been instrumental in helping raise the money to build so many of these houses. So I am forever, and everybody here is indebted to you and your sacrifice to our country and these great heroes, but most certainly for the legacy of your brother Donnie. So God bless you. You know, we also have Maureen D'Angelo here. Where's Maureen? Maureen lost her brother, New York City firefighter Captain William McGee, on September 11th in 2001. And Maureen has been part of volunteering for the foundation from the inception. Listen, your sacrifice is not forgotten for what you've given your brother for our country in the first battle of the war on terrorism, 9/11. And thank you for your sacrifice, your family sacrifice. And for anyone else out here that lost somebody on 9/11 that day, my heart goes out to you. We're never going to forget them. You come to the run, you see that we will never forget them, and we prove it every single year, the work that we're doing. I see Sean Strong behind me, this beautiful banner over here. Who's part of Sean Strong? Raise your hand. Well, I could feel it. I could feel it walking in here. The amount of love that you have for Sean and the gratitude you have for his sacrifice and his family's sacrifice. You know, walking down this block, well, driving most of it, but then walking, and I could walk, believe me, I can walk. You know, walking down this block and seeing everybody here in the tents and the American flags and the beautiful fire truck. Sorry, police officers. The beautiful fire truck, you know, when you first come in holding that beautiful flag up and you walk in here. I see my buddies from the FDNY in the back. Honor Guard, give them a round of applause. These guys show up for everything, everything. But I can see how strong Sean Strong is, and I want to be part of it. I am part of it. I love Sean. I love his family. I'm honored to be here and to say thank you for his sacrifice and what he did for us and what his family has done for us. I want to say thank you to, who do I want to say thank you to? To a few other people, for sure. Oh, Paige and Henry for American Express. Now, American Express recently just joined us on a mission. For those that don't know, we made a promise, Tunnel to Towers Foundation, we made a promise to eradicate homelessness amongst our veterans. We did 3,500, over 3,500 men and women, we got off the streets last year into their own homes or own apartments, and we made sure they got the comprehensive services they need to assimilate back into society. 3,500 last year. We're promising over 5,000 this year alone. And we can't do it without American Express, Paige and all her team and other teams that have joined us once again on that mission, because we do a lot of things at Tunnel to Towers. We do things for heroes and their families and for those who go to protect us. So, Paige, thank you so much. And I want to thank everybody that was out there. How many of you do $11 a month? Don't raise your hand. I don't want to put you on the spot. But if you haven't done it, stand up. No, I'm only kidding. But for those who haven't done it yet, think about it. We get most of this work done with $11 a month. We count on the multitude of great Americans. And who could question the greatness of America if you're at a day? Are we not in the best place in America today? Think about it. But, you know, we have to make sure that we get this done. We do it with $11 a month. I think it's beautiful. It stands for 9/11. Obviously, what happened 9/11. By the way, I didn't take the 9, I took the 11. And to make sure that we can ensure that we take care of all these great heroes. $11 a month. We're not asking for much. To make a promise. Join us on our mission and make a promise to take care of these great heroes when they go out to protect us. So, if you don't, please do. You know, the foundation started because of what my brother did on September 11, 2001. My little brother, Stephen Gerard Siller, he was the youngest of 7 of us, but he was a lot younger than all our siblings, right? He was a lot younger. My oldest brother was 24 when Stephen was born. I was 14 years old, and there was a lot of, you know, in between. And when he was born, he was our gift from God. It was our gift. He became the very core of our family. And he grew up, you know, my parents died when he was young, you know, 8 and a half. My father, when he was 8 and a half, my father died. A year and a half later, my mom died. And he went through this unbelievable adolescence. Crazy, he was crazy. And, but he landed on his feet. And he landed on his feet, got married, had 5 beautiful kids, becomes a firefighter. And then on September 11, 2001, he was faced with a decision. He was on his way home to play golf. Route 9, Glenwood. With myself, my brother George, my brother Russ. But he was faced. He heard on the radio scanner that the towers were hit. He had no choice. This is what our military, this is what our first responders do. They have no choice. Because it's in their blood. It's in their heart. It's in their soul. That when they have a call to duty, they're going to respond. And respond he did. He went back to his firehouse, he got his gear, drove to the mouth of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. It was closed for security reasons. He strapped the 60 pounds of gear on his back and ran through that tunnel, up West Street, into the South Tower, up those stairs, and while saving lives, he gave up his life. He is my hero. And as a family, we wanted to honor not just what he did, but so many people, what they did on 9/11. So many firefighters, police officers, everyday people that just went to work. Like the man in the red bandana, Wells Crowder, who was saving people. Just think of all the acts of heroism and selflessness and ultimate love by giving the ultimate sacrifice by giving their life. And we decided as a family that we wanted to do good in his honor and honor of all those who died on that fateful day. And we made a decision that we were going to be a foundation, a legacy of great hope, and not one of despair. The prayer of St. Francis, the prayer of peace. My parents were Franciscans. They taught us that prayer when we were little kids, in our living room, in our dining room, at the table. So we want to make sure that we followed in his steps, which was one of great hope and not despair, a foundation that brought great light and not darkness, and one of great joy and most certainly not sadness. And this is the joy today. This is the joy today that we have. Yes, this is terrible, but we have a choice, right? We all have a choice that we can stay in that dark place or turn it around and be that light that can help so many others. And we wanted to be that light as a foundation, and so many people, once again, have joined us to be part of that light. You know, Sean, you know, I know you joined the Air Force in 1998. Thank you for that beautiful service. And then, yep, give him a round of applause. And then you became a state trooper in 2006. What I call a superhero. A superhero, somebody who serves our country and then serves as a first responder in our community. Sean, you are a superhero, and we all want to thank you for this. And look,